Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I apologise profusely for how long it's been since I last uploaded a video. Life honestly has been lifing. But we're back and today I wanted to talk about some of my culture shocks that I've experienced since I've been here in Japan. Now I've been here for 3 years, pretty much now, and while I have got used to many things, there are still some things that surprised me and definitely surprised me when I first moved here way back in 2021. So, the first one is just how loud everything is. Now, this one definitely surprised me because I felt coming here, I'd always heard Japan is a very quiet country. People don't like to, bother other people by being loud. No one talks on the trains. And it's not so much the people. The people are generally quite reserved in public. It's the constant advertising, I find. You'll be on the tram, you'll be on the train, you'll be on the buses, and there's just constant adverts going off. Advertising stuff in whatever area you're in, near upcoming bus stops. There are the adverts. I now feel weird if the buses are quiet, if I can't hear anything. And also, in supermarkets, when you're paying for your stuff using the self-service tills, they will be constantly talking at you as well. Have you scanned your point card? Don't forget to take your stuff. You scanned this item. It's constant. Now, I have got used to this. Generally, I have got used to this, but it's definitely something that took me a while to get used to, I feel. So, the next one is traffic. Now, definitely, coming to Japan, I'm from the UK. We drive on the left, Japan drives on the left too. That wasn't the problem. Main thing that gets me about traffic is how cars will not stop for you if you're waiting at a zebra crossing. Now, back home in the UK, if you're anywhere near a zebra crossing as a pedestrian, people will stop for you. They will at least slow down. I'll be at a zebra crossing here, I will start to cross, cars are just still coming as fast as they were, they are not stopping. I was like, but I've got used to that, I just gotta keep walking. They will stop. They will stop. And so, number three. Number three. I think this one will be a big one for a lot of people who live in Japan. Probably agree with me on this one. Banks. Banks have been a massive culture shock for me the entire 3 years I've been here. So, the first thing about banks is the opening hours. Now, coming from the UK, I'd like to think we have a very accessible banking system in the UK for your average, everyday person. In Japan, they are open such short hours. They are only open Mondays through Fridays. And they are only open, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Honey, I'm at work those hours. And you're telling me there's no banks open on Saturdays either? That has definitely been the biggest shock for me coming here because it's like I have to take paid time leave if I need to go to the bank to do anything. Which I admit isn't that often. I don't have to go to the bank that often for anything. I think the last time I went was maybe a year ago to update my address because I couldn't do it online. But yeah, the sheer fact that I have to take time off to do anything at the bank still boggles my noodle. And also, the fact that debit cards aren't automatic when you open an account. You'll get a cash card so you can take money out of ATMs, but you'll have to apply separately for a debit card, which you might not get. Which is another thing that surprised me. And it does link into another point that I'll talk about later. But yeah, it's surprising that debit cards aren't automatic because in the UK, you'd open a bank account, yeah, debit card. Take money out of ATMs with that. You can use online, you can use in shops, you can use everywhere. It's just normal. But here, I remember having to apply to get my debit card. which I luckily did get and has been very useful. But yeah, that was a big shock. Now, to follow on from that point almost is ATMs. Now, if you live in Japan, you'll know about this definitely. Is that ATMs close at a certain point of the day. Now, normally they're open anytime between usually 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Now, sometimes they might close a little bit earlier at 7 a.m. So it's really important to check when they close if you need to take money out. Now, you might know that convenience stores have ATMs. Yes, they do. I'd say 7-Elevens are probably the most reliable, especially if you've got a non-Japanese card and want to withdraw money using that. 7-Eleven, definitely. But if you want to use one of these with a native Japanese card, if your bank has closed use of ATMs, you still can't use your card in a 7-Eleven convenience store ATM because it's out of hours. That was ridiculous. That's really surprised me so much. The fact that I'd be going out and I'm like, oh no, I need cash, but I can't get any out, and I've had to borrow some of friends. It was a struggle. Was a big struggle. However, convenience stores. I mentioned convenience stores. Yes, they are great for snacks. Yes, they are great if you need to get money out, especially with a non-Japanese card. But one thing I didn't realise about Japanese ones is just how convenient they are. Now, we do have convenience stores in the UK. We call them corner shops usually. But I never really had the need to go to them that often back home. Any shopping I did online, I just paid with my debit card. Any bills I had, that was just automatically taken out my account, didn't need to do anything once I set it up. But here in Japan, you can do everything at the convenience store. You can pay your bills, you can pay for tickets, you can... What else can you do? You can get money. If a company owes you money, you can get a refund for that in cash from the ATMs and also from the register. And also another thing is you can also sort out luggage forwarding from convenience stores, which is especially useful if you're not staying in a hotel. Say you're staying with a friend or you're staying in an Airbnb. Now, I don't use convenience stores as much as I used to because my bills are all automatically paid, but I used to pay everything at the convenience store. My water bill, my electric bill, my phone bill. I even used to pay my rent through the convenience store. You just get a little slip in the post with a little barcode at the bottom and it says how much you owe. You take that down to the convenience store, give it to the person at the register and like, hey, I want to pay this. They scan it for you, give them the money, done. It's brilliant. Now you can also, another thing that I've noticed about convenience stores is paying for online shopping. Now this does relate back to my point about the debit cards aren't automatically given with bank accounts. So you do get a lot of people who do not have a debit card or a credit card. So they can't do online shopping directly. Now this is where the convenience stores come in. So when you do online shopping in Japan, you do have an option where you can click Konbini Pay. And this is basically, if you select this option, you will be emailed a code to pay, and then you'll usually have a certain amount of time within which you have to pay, normally a few days, maximum a week. And you take this down to your nearest convenience store, to the register, same as you would with the bills earlier. And then, yeah, you pay there, usually in cash. And then once it's confirmed that you've paid that, once the company's received the money, excuse me, you will receive your goods. They will be shipped out to you. It's brilliant. It's such a good idea. And I think it's super helpful, in the sense that it makes the internet accessible to more people. Yeah, so ultimately, these have been my top culture shocks I've had so far. What have been your culture shocks? Let me know down below in the comments what your culture shocks have been when you've been in Japan. Or if you haven't been to Japan yet, what was the most surprising for you? And what would you like to know more about? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Hopefully I will get a new video up a lot sooner than this one. But yeah, again, let me know what you want to know more about. It will definitely help me make more content in the future. So yeah, hope you enjoyed learning about these. I look forward to hearing more from you guys too. See you!